gold. It is the currency of Hearthstone, and as you play through the first few missions and quests, you'll unlock some. As you do your daily quest, you'll unlock some. As you win matches, you'll unlock some. But what do you spend it on? In this video, I'll be looking at the different options of what you can spend your gold on, talking about the strengths and weaknesses of each approach, and giving you a recommendation to what I think will be the best use of your hard-earned cash. So, pull up a chair and let's play Hearthstone. So what should we do with our gold? If you haven't already seen it, I've got a video that came out a few days ago about the best ways to get gold and packs, especially early on. So go and check that out if that's what you're interested in. But essentially speaking, there are three main things that you can spend your gold on. The first and most obvious one is packs. You go in here and one pack costs you 100 gold. And by the way, I'm going to assume for the purposes of this video that you're not going to spend real money on Hearthstone. I would actually recommend that you do. If you like a game and you're playing a game, it's good to support the game's developers, and it speeds up this process. But for the purposes of this video, let's assume that we're just using the gold method of unlocking stuff. So you could unlock packs. Secondly, you could play Arena, which will cost you 150 gold each time. And as you should be aware, the better you do in Arena, the better the rewards will be at the end. And lastly, there are solo adventures, and at the moment that consists of Naxxramas. Now, very, very, very soon, there will be the new Goblins expansion, and as far as we are aware, that new expansion will involve also buying packs, but maybe a different set of packs. So there'll be like a normal pack, and then there'll be a Goblins pack. Seems to be the way it's going. So let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of each. Let's talk about buying a pack. So let's buy ourselves a pack. Now, the thing about packs, especially early on, is that you get 5, and one of them is guaranteed to be a rare or better, and the other 4 could be anything. They could be commons, they could be rares, legendaries, etc., etc., etc. They could be neutral, or they could be from any class, but it is completely random, and that randomness makes this a very slow way of starting your kind of collection up. So I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're starting from the point of view of going, I've got nothing at all apart from the basic cards. Now, the thing is, if you really like Hunter, you could get a Warlock pack here, or a Warlock card. If you really like Paladin, you could get a Paladin card, but you could also get something from something else. So this is going to be a very slow way of getting things. And the other issue with packs is that you only get 1 of each card. Now, for a legendary, that's fine. But, if for most packs in most cases, for most cards in most cases, you're going to need 2 for that card really to make a difference. If you unlock a Harvest Golem, great. But you actually need 2 Harvest Golems to really make a difference to your deck. Now, of course, you are going to need to get packs in the end. Speaking of Harvest Golems, you are going to need to get packs in the end. And so eventually you are going to end up absolutely unlocking packs. But when you're starting at the beginning, what you're looking for is the quickest injection of difference to your game. And I'm not sure that packs is going to be it, unless, of course, you can unlock so many packs that it really makes a significant difference. Just for your information, some very clever people online have done the kind of mathematics of Hearthstone. To get everything, including all the legendaries, you're looking at about something ridiculous like 400 packs plus, maybe even 500 packs if your luck is particularly bad. But to get a full set of kind of commons and rares and epics and things, you're still looking well over 100 packs if you're just going to go that method. So you can see kind of what little difference a single pack or 3 packs would make. That said, opening packs is really fun, and and Hearthstone is a game and it is about enjoyment, and that idea of opening a pack and going, what am I going to get, is really fun. So if you enjoy that kind of anticipation, then do it. Now let's talk about Arena. Now Arena is more expensive than packs. It's going to cost you 150 gold instead of 100 gold. So every time you go into an arena, you need to be aware that you're spending more of your gold, but you are guaranteed to get at least 1 pack at the end of it. So let's actually call it costs 50 gold, because you're going to get a pack and then you're spending 50 gold on top to get the experience of the arena, which is really fun. And we'll talk about arena in another tutorial. Go and check it out if you haven't already. But it's that chance of getting more prizes. It could be more gold. It could be more dust to turn into other cards. It could even be a second pack if you do particularly well. But let's be realistic here. If you're watching this video, again, you're probably either a new player or a player that is trying to improve. So you aren't going to be getting a huge amount of wins in arena. You might get kind of 2, 3, 4, 5, but we're not looking at the upper end of kind of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's actually where the big prizes are. That's if you really, you can get so much from arena. You can get tons of packs. You can get tons of gold. You can actually go do what's called going infinite, which is where you earn so much gold from each attempt into the arena that you can pay straight for the next arena almost for free. Do you see what I'm saying? You can just go through arena again and again and again and again and just kind of, get packs over and over and over. But you're going to have to be very, very good at the game for that. Now, if you want to get good at the game, go for it. There's loads of websites out there. There's loads of tutorials out there. There's loads of videos, live streams that you can check out. But again, at the beginning of the game, you're actually likely to kind of make a loss here. And packs are still random. You're still at the end prize is still random. But you do get the fun of the arena. And arena is a good way of evening the odds at the beginning of the game because you're given random cards to use, as is your opponent. So your opponent can have a huge collection and you can have a tiny collection. But in arena, all bets are off because then it's down to the individual skill. So it's not a bad place to go. And in fact, I would probably recommend arena over just opening packs because not only do you get a pack at the end of it, not only do you get a chance of earning other prizes as well, but you're also playing in an environment where your lack of cards don't actually matter as much. And I'll be talking more about that in a future arena tutorial, but it's a good place for a new player to go to not feel that they are completely out of their depths in terms of the cards they own. That leaves us with option 3, Naxxramas, which will cost you 700 gold per wing. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wings, which means 7 times 5, that this is going to cost you 3,500 gold, which is a huge amount of gold, especially for a new player, to get all 5 wings. And it's going to take you many quests. It's going to take you lots of daily challenges. It's going to take you a long time to get all 5 of those wings if you are not going to pay your way into it. But for each boss you defeat in Naxxramas, you get 2 of a single card. And a lot of these cards have become part of the new metagame, meaning they are what everyone is playing. And I'll show you what those cards are in a minute. But for each boss you defeat, you get 2 cards. You get 2 copies of that card, which means you don't have to worry about crafting the second card or opening packs to unlock the next card. You get something that you can put straight into your deck straight away. 2 of them, which will make a difference to the way your deck plays. And for each what's called quarter that you unlocked, 5 quarters, you get 2 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards, and a legendary card, and 2 class-specific cards, with the exception of the very last one. So you actually get 5 new pairs of cards for most of them, and 1 legendary card for each for 700 gold. And if you think about it, 700 gold would get you 7 packs, but they'd all be mixed up for a whole mix of classes. They could be rares, they could not be. You're not guaranteed any legendaries, but it's fun. But here, you know what you're getting, and if you Google Nax rewards or Naxxramas rewards, you'll be able to see what you're getting. And you're guaranteed a pair of each one. And this actually, I think, makes a bigger difference to your decks quicker. In terms of the amount of time that you are spending on it. Let me just show you what the Naxxramas rewards are if I just type Nax into the bottom here. So there's a card available for each class, and some of these you'll see all over the place, like Web Spinner. If you've played much Hearthstone recently, Web Spinner is all over the place. Mages often use duplicates these days. Paladins, if you've seen one, do run a lot of Avenges. Dark Cultist has become an automatic card for the Priest now. So my point is that not only are these guaranteed pairs of cards, they are guaranteed pairs of mostly very good cards that you'll be wanting to put into your decks. There's some really interesting Void Caller decks that synergize well with some of the free demons that you've got. You've got the Death's Bite, which is a hunter weapon. And actually, the default version of Hunter doesn't actually have many weapons, so this does help to make a difference. And I'm sure you have seen these cards around. Undertakers are massive in priest decks, in zoo decks, in hunter decks. Zombie chows are all over the place. Echoing oozes you do see from time to time, especially druids. Haunted creepers, they're all over the place. Mad scientists are part of freeze mage. They're part of zoo decks. They're part of hunter decks again. The Nerubian eggs are in zoo warlocks and others, or zoolocks, sorry. What else have we got up here? The Shade of Naxxramas, many druids are running them now. Death Lords you find often in priest decks, and again, other kind of variations. Lothieb is in almost every deck that good players run. So my point is that these cards are just for the majority, they're just really, really good. And this is my recommendation. I said at the beginning I was going to make a recommendation for which route you should go down. It's Naxxramas. It'll cost you 700 gold for each lay you want to do. It'll take you, a good couple of weeks of play to get to each level, assuming that you manage to complete the daily quests. But each time you do it, you're going to get 5 pairs of good quality cards that you can put straight into your decks and you can enjoy using. Sludge Belcher here has now replaced Sen'jin Shieldmaster as being the go-to taunt in the game. These are just deck cards you're going to put in everywhere. Not to mention the fact you've got legendary cards here. Kel'Thuzad, look at this. At the end of each turn, summon all friendly minions that have died this turn. So, you play Kel'Thuzad, you ram your minions, they all blow up, and then they all come back. Incredibly powerful cards here, and I haven't even talked about all of them. So, they all have strengths and weaknesses. Okay? Packs, great fun. You will get eventually all of the cards by using that method. If you want to go onto the ladder, you're going to need cards. Arena, you've got that kind of risk reward things. It costs more, it's fun, but it evens the playing field, but you're not necessarily going to get the rewards out of it. And Naxxramas, incredibly expensive in terms of the gold input, 700 each time, 3,500 overall, but very, very, very powerful cards, guaranteed pairs of cards as the reward. So have a think. Maybe do a mix. Maybe, do one of this and one of that. But my recommendation would be the Naxxramas set. But I'll be interested to see what you think. Use the comment section below. If you want to disagree with me, then disagree with me, and we'll debate it out. But either way, good luck in your Hearthstone career, and I hope you, whatever method you choose, you get competitive really soon and enjoy your Hearthstone experience. You have been fantastic, and you know what? So was I. Bye bye.